We're right at the heart of God's creation, guys. Do you see? Imagine how beneficial the microbes that we have in our body can be to, say, like cleaning our bloodstream. Proteins and amino acids, even small building blocks within the human body can be cleansing, can build material, build tissue. And the water here, it has come from the sky. It has fallen on a mountain in the form of snow. And it has ran down from the mountain into this vein, and the veins come together, and the earth in rhythm sucks out the nutrients. It filters the bad. The fish eat other bacteria. There's a natural ecosystem that God created here. In this ecosystem, it can be a reminder of the veins in our human body and how beneficial those are and important those are for us to live. And when we see that we can put our own feet in the veins of God's creation, and to realize how truly special that we are walking through God's creation. With our time dilation, it would be hard to prove whether this is completely conscious or not with any kind of modern science. And NASA does refer to the Earth as an active living biomass. An active living biomass, an active mass of living material. The Earth is made up of organisms, and they are just jumbled into a ball, and those organisms symbiotically coexist. And we get to experience that at the top of the food chain. And when we see these veins on Earth, and we imagine our veins in our body, and we consider that we are created in the image of God, we can imagine that God's creation here is for us. This river is for us to understand the veins in our body, to understand God's veins. And then what if it's our duty to care for these veins, to care for the things that we see in nature that are like our body, because our body is in a mirror of God. And perhaps then through the effect of cleaning the veins of Earth, perhaps we have an experience that gives us the engineering capability with a newfound capacity from now on, like riding a bicycle, to clean our veins. I wonder if we learn enough about keeping clean mentally, physically, and emotionally, even at a spiritual level, if we can go beyond basic life longevity as a human. We can start to surpass basic old paradigms of 50 to 100-year-old bodies. And if we can coexist with the veins that we see around us that are eternal, or at least surpass millions of years, these veins have the capacity to replace themselves, reroot themselves, regroove themselves, replenish themselves, and continue from their source to their source. That's pretty amazing. And if we possess that quality as a human, I believe that we will experience eternal life. And I wonder what it is to truly be in the mirror image of God. I wonder what it can be like if we all sing and praise together in one mirror image of God. I wonder if we do experience true and ultimate ecstasy through sharing our wondrous creation that's been given to us by God. As one river comes together with another river, comes together with another river. Right here where the three rivers meet. This is just glorious. Absolutely wonderful. And I can feel my body being invigorated. I can feel that just being in the presence of this faith affects my body in a good way. And I know that there's more to it than what science understands. And I believe that if we are created in the image of God, and if I feel it true, if I can feel it with my senses that were created by God, I feel that God can feel my senses, and that God can feel these veins, and that I'm here today to speak to you, to share God's message, that if you're listening, God has a calling for you to be in a state of flow, to discover God's grace, God's goodness that you deserve so truly in your life, to be replenished like the water of eternity that God has given us here on this earth to experience. That is our blood to walk in. To walk in. This is Christ's blood, my friends. The water is sacred, and we need to make sure that the water throughout the earth is being cleaned with our hands and not dirtied by our hands. And I believe that if we do, we'll feel that tranquility in our heart. As we clear God's veins, our veins will run with a pure flow. Focus, faith, fortitude, flexibility, laugh, learn, love, listen, own, open, obey, organize, will, work, wait. As within, so without. Go and have a magnificent day, dear friends. God be with you. My gratitude from the bottom of my heart is with you today.